judges, contestants, members of the Whitewater community. My name is Tom Grishesky, and I represent the startup Level Up Football. So how did this come about? What's the problem that we're addressing? So in a typical high school football team, there's 60, 80, 100 kids, and there's only a few coaches. And at the end of the practice day, there's just not enough time for the coaches to give so that each of these kids have individual attention that they need. So there's a lack of time, a lack of attention, and a lot of the times, these coaches don't have the skill-specific knowledge. Right? A quarterback coach can't help out the linebackers in all cases. So what's our vision? Create Level Up Football. So it's an online goldmine of football material. We're going to be an easily searchable site and the first community-driven football drill and technique site, which we'll get to later, and how we're better than our competition. So market validation, I want to take just a little bit look at these names. We have coaches from all types of positions in all types of states, and these are just a few of the coaches that have given us their endorsement. So the market opportunity. So we're focused on the high school athlete. A lot of the sites that are out there now are focused on coaches, and we're going after a big chunk of the market, which is 1.1 million high school football players. We also anticipate high school football coaches and youth football coaches using us as a resource. And unfortunately, we anticipate the crazy dad that wants his kid to be an NFL star when he's 10 being a big part of our customers. So what we are, we're an online application. So we're a website loaded with videos, and right now we have a free base of the best drill and technique videos off of YouTube, but we're making a shift to get exclusive Level Up content, and we're on the right track right now. We just had our first NFL shoot with the guy in the Arizona Cardinals yesterday. He's kicking some doors open for us, and we aim to be getting a lot of these guys. This Arizona Cardinal said, you name a guy or a position, and I'll name a guy in the Chicago area, if not the Wisconsin area, that will make videos for you. So we're ready to roll with that. And we also want people to be uploading their own content, like my co-founder, Andy Peterson. He's a known football guru. He's making videos. We want people like that to contribute to our basic videos as well. So how does Level Up score a profit? So right now we're operating on a freemium model. We gotta get people to our site. We gotta get a high level of traffic. And what we're doing, working with these NFL guys and some NFL coaches as well, is we're building a subscription-based. We're working in a library to build a subscription content that they would buy into for our site. We eventually want to run our own football camps with the guys we network, the NFL guys, and investors. Sorry to say this to you, but yes, when we have enough traffic, we will sell for ad space, which I know is not the best one you guys want to hear. So our marketing strategy. We're partnered with a high-power media consultant that's actually signed to Whitewater right now, but he's just been flown out to Arkansas and BYU. This guy's going to help us launch a two-pronged email flood, which will start with a welcome newsletter, just telling them what our mission is, what we're about, what we do, and then following that up with a weekly newsletter that's going to highlight the featured content of the week, an athlete that we're working with, and let a linebacker coach let him know how this AJ Hawk video is going to help his linebackers take their coverage game to the next level. We also plan on going to football conventions and sponsoring camps, but the major part of this, we focus on the athletes, but we're going to reach them by contacting the coaches, kind of a trickle-down effect, and also we don't want to mess around with contacting minors and all that. So the team. We have Andy Peterson. He was the visionary, the guy behind this idea. We have software engineers, Anthony Labuda and Evan Sutherland, working on the front and back of the site, making it look good. We have media consultant Mike Woolner, the guy that works for Whitewater Athletes Department right now. We're teaming up with a videographer, Jimmy McKeever, and then we have a rep at the L&E Clinic in Madison. What we're looking for, while me and Andy are handling a lot of the grunt work right now, we're looking for another person to shoulder that load. And also, we're looking to partner with a recently retired NFL guy with some change in his pocket and a passion to get into a new market that's a big-time market. So let's talk about the competition, or as I like to say, the opposing teams. We'll first go after Stack Magazine. They're not football-focused and they're entertainment-based. What I mean by that is they cover a bunch of different sports, and what they're going to do is tell you what Tom Brady's favorite color is and what books he likes to read. We're not about that. We have no fluff when we're football-focused. We're all about getting people to improve their level of play. You look at another site, My Football Mentor, very little free content. $20 per video, and that they'll sell a 40-minute video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ADD generation. We need our videos short and to the point. We need them between 45 seconds and 3.5 minutes. Otherwise, these kids aren't going to pay attention. They're not going to learn. So let's talk a little bit about it. We got some projections over here going after the 1.1 million market. That's just the base of it. We believe there's actually a lot more than that. Profit in the first year, obviously, nothing to build a roof over, but we're working on that. We need to get our library content to build up first. And judges, there's a reason I wore green today. I'm after the money. I need $4,000 from you guys because I want to work with NFL guys, make some video content, and really become a big player in the football community. Thank you.
You mentioned one of your initial ways to get it out in the market is to contact coaches and have them refer players. What's the incentive for coaches to do that?
We don't want them to refer players. What we want them to do, so we think about it in two ways. Off-season homework for their players, so they don't have a lot of contact with their players in the off-season. They're working, they're doing their thing. We want them to be able to look at their position that's on this website that matches up with this, send them a few videos and email and say, hey, get a few buddies, start doing these drills, start practicing. But also during season, let's say after the first game, we got ran all over, we need to do run attack way better. They're going to show some videos that address that problem and really be able to look at it before they hit the practice field.
So what I heard you say is that the individual players are going to pay the subscription, the coach is going to have the subscription and send links to the videos?
Good question. So while we focus on the players, the coaches are going to be paying perhaps the boosters. What we really want to do to take care of the individual marketing interactions is go after the booster club and have them sign the whole team on. Like if there's 80 kids on the team, maybe we sell them 70 accounts, give them a little bit of a discount. We will go individual based, but we'd rather get a bunch of chunks at a time.
And I have no experience ever hiring an athlete to film a video, but how much does that cost? And if you're trying to assemble a library of really great premium content that I couldn't just go search for on YouTube and find, just by putting in a search,
right?
How much are you really going to have to put into that to get a decent library?
Well, first, let me address the back of that question. There's not enough good content on YouTube to truly help a player. They need a series of videos. A lot of these drills are in a progression. How much do these players cost? A lot of them vary. The guy yesterday, for about 2 hours, we paid him $400. But I've had other guys call and say $60 an hour. Other guys say $20 a video. Basically, once we get into the market, we get established. What we're going to try and do is a lot of these guys, especially the guys who were in the league for 2 or 3 years, they work for a performance academy. We'll plug that. We'll give them an ad plug and give them but we want a lower rate per video or per hour that we pay them. But we'll help each other out in that respect because we can't afford to pay every guy $400. I can tell you that. So.
One last question for me. If you have 5 players on a team that are using this service religiously and they come to a practice and they each have something from the video series that they want to bring to the practice, how are the coaches going to be accepting of that and how are they going to weave it into their planned practices?
So I don't think they'll actually put it in the practice. What a lot of the best athletes do is they come early to practice and they stay late. So that's the time to work on these skills. If these skills are good enough and the coach knows what's going on, they're going to start incorporating it into the practice. Otherwise, it's up to the player to work on it before and after. Because everyone goes to practice in that 2-hour slot. What makes the champion is the guy that goes after practice or before practice.
Are you going to provide any stats back to the coaches in regards to which videos have been viewed?
Yeah, so we have, we're going to institute a rating system so that the cream of the crop rises to the top. So we have I think YouTube has this, the thumbs up system. We have views. We're also going to be able to have an eye on what's trending, what's good, and be able to put that in our newsletters, put that in our featured content bar at the top of the site.
So you mentioned that you're looking to raise $4,000 at this time.
Looking for $4,000? Oh, we're actually looking for a lot more than that, but here the top prize is $4,000. To actually, so how much we're actually looking to make or earn? That would be, we want my business partner to go full-time with this. We want to be able to get tons of content. And that's also paying for a videographer that we'd like to put on staff sometime. A low estimate, we'd like $50,000, but I think to really go to the top with this and really be elite, I think $100,000, $150,000 would be pretty nice to have.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah.
Any final questions?